YouTube, Dalek17 here, and today I'm bringing you some Minecraft, but not just any Minecraft. Here we go! Minecraft 1.3. No, this isn't 1.3, as you may be confused by now. This is actually the 1.3 pre-release. Now, I apologise for my dog barking the hell off. This is not 1.3, this is the pre-release. Now, this is the only copy we're going to get before 1.3 comes out. No more snapshots, but seeing as I've missed 2 whole snapshots, I'm going to go through all of them. So, let's get started. So, we'll just create a new world, and I'll get started explaining what the hell's going on. Hello chickens and cows and things. Right. First things first, I'm going to list the new changes. Now, this is from snapshot 12W30B. Yes, B, not A. Note that. They changed the A to the B for some odd reason. And I'm getting really irritated by these chickens and things now. Probably would have been a good idea to make a creative map, I suppose. BRB? Save and quit. Right, let's delete this. Create world. Allow cheats, that's what we want. Bonus chest, why not? Let's create another new world, because I fail. Right, here we are. Bonus chest being over there. Ow. What have we got? Let's take everything out. Okay. So, please excuse me. I apologise, people. So, first thing first, they improved performance a hell of a lot. They accelerated chunk loading, so if I do /game mode 1, change to creative, look how quickly it loads the chunks. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So we got improved chunk loading. We have decreased lag spike frequency, which is quite cool. We're gonna head over to the Nether in a second, which is what I'm gonna be building here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, 1. What? No. 1. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. Nether portal. Let's get our tools. There we go. Flint and steel. Let's go to the Nether. So the Nether has been made less laggy. So this is pretty interesting. Let's have a look. Less laggy indeed. I'm getting like 50 FPS. Apart from the occasional jitter, but that's because of my recording as well. Let's head out of here. So, next we have made the chat work smoothly even when the server is laggy. So now if the server you're playing on is laggy, the chat won't be. So that's pretty awesome. It'll mean it's easier to work out if the game's lagging or not, because if you're lagging but the chat's fine, you can discuss it with other people pretty easily. Decreased unnecessary world updates. Now if you look at the 36 chunk updates, that can range up to about 120-ish. So that's gone down. This is all from 30B, by the way. Decreased packets sent between the client and the server. Added VSync, which is, I believe, in video settings. Performance, or I'm just derping. Can't tell where it is. I think it's automatically enabled, actually. But maybe not. There we go. I failed to read. It has to be toggled manually in options.txt, which is in your .minecraft folder. What next? Added full screen mode, which is also has to be toggled there. You can now use decimals when /TPing to specific coordinates. Shall we try that out? So if I head over to here, this is... I would go to a positive location, but you know, that's not great. Let's do minus 19965 minus minus 19965 239 Okay, just remember those numbers. /TP -199.65.211. Oh, I fail actually. There we go. TP Dalek 17 -199.65.240, and here I am. So you can now use coordinates, and you can use decimal points as well, I believe. Fix some bugs. Very helpful. Fixed existing signs not showing text. That's a bug, I think, with the server. When you load up a server after a chunk's been edited and the map hasn't been updated. So I'm going to get rid of this now. So that's pretty awesome. Fixed mob spawners not looking like pig spawners, i.e. pig spawners used to be visible in the client and server with one of the snapshots. That's now fixed. They fixed Command C, Command X and Command V not working on OS X. You're welcome, Apple. Sneaking players' nameplates. Fix sneaking players is nameplates not staying hidden when loading the chunks the sneaking players are in. So if you went into a chunk that sneaking player was, you'd be able to see their nameplate and it wouldn't be hidden. That's now fixed. Fixed multiple chunks often not displaying. Awesome. Like, hell yeah, that's cool. Fixed trying to spawn an entity that is not a mob via spawner editing, crashing the game, so you could spawn the not an ender dragon, but like a block, I think it was, that crashed the game. That was a bit of a weird glitch with MC Edit, to be honest, but, you know, that doesn't happen anymore. Higher server set view distance, instantly kicking joining players, so you can have it further than the client would be able to set it to. Sections above Y191 became invisible when loading worlds. That no longer occurs, so that's pretty awesome. Fixed not completely generated chunks not updating visually when walking into them. That's a bit of a weird one, but I believe that means that the generated chunks update now if you walk into them, because they used to glitch up a bit and not update visually. Fixed compass not pointing to spawn but to X and Z, A after respawning. So compass, spawn, that direction. They fixed other players' fishing lines looking like they start from their feet. They don't anymore. Fixed a bug with unbreaking enchanting tools and destroying blocks. Fixed being able to move LAN servers in the server list and crashing the games. That no longer occurs. I apologise if I'm going too quick, but the changelog will be linked in the description, because, you know, I know I'm going fast here. There's a lot to get through, trust me. Casual. What else do we have? We have opening SP worlds to LAN, saving and then quitting it, leaving the server running. That wasn't meant to happen, ever, but it does. Well, it used to, but now it doesn't. Just ignore what I'm saying. Pushing a minecart with the movement keys causing the camera to shake in the direction pressed. That no longer happens. Fixed potion effects, losing their graphical effects when travelling between dimensions. Fixed Ghast's fireballs, getting stuck midair when unloading the chunk, might apply to fire charges and blaze fireballs as well, but they're not sure, it hasn't been tested. Fixed the last slot in the open creative inventories here. Hotbar being 1 pixel too short on all but the survival inventory tabs, etc. Fixed blocks disappearing when you place them under yourself and jumping. That I can demonstrate here. It used to disappear and then you had to replace it. As you probably saw in one of my older snapshot videos, I think it was 27. Yeah, 28 and 29 completely skipped, by the way. Just let me know. What else? Fixed the client trying to trample crops instead of letting the server dictate trampling. So it was the client kept telling the server that it was trampling crops instead of the server deciding whether they were or not. So people were trampling crops even if they weren't, you know. like jump. It would assume they were jumping when they were walking over it for some reason. So that is that part. That's the whole of 30B. Now we have 30E coming up, and I need to search for the egg, which I can't find. Dragon. No. Okay, it looks like we're going to the end, people. End. Eye of Ender. I need 64 of those, and some of you. Now, keep failing there. I believe it was a 3x3. It's a 3x3 grid, that's basically what it looks like. Ding 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 ding. Come back. Do you know what? I don't think I can place a portal. No, I can't. Well, basically, Ender Dragon eggs, the teleportation's been fixed, so it doesn't go all funny. Added rotatable log blocks. This is interesting. I haven't played around with this. Oh, okay, that's cool. So you can place them like that now, huh? So you can put them in circles. That's pretty epic. And they look different. That's pretty cool. They decrease the amount of orbs you get from a furnace, so I can just test that by failing to type again. Getting some logs, which I already have. Fuel would be nice. There we go. Actually, I don't want that, I want iron ore. Let's put some iron ore in there, cook it up, leave that going for a while I explain the next one. Fixed cocoa placement on sideways logs, so if I can find a cocoa bean on here. Cocoa bean, there they are. They don't, among logs, derp. Jungle wood, that's what I want. Can still place them on sideways logs, which is pretty epic. You know, it works with all of them, I think. There you go. So, logs. And fix the survival inventory in creative mode. Ta-da! So that's that. As you can see, didn't get much. I can switch over my game mode. 0. Barely anything. Game mode 1. Right, so that is that set of updates. And I am going to quickly scroll up. Okay, and the snapshot 1.3 pre-release changelog, as of now, is the game now runs an internal server in single-player mode. Now, that was pretty important, and most of you probably knew that, but it does. Single-player server can be shared on LAN, with LAN server detection. It's now possible to use client-side commands by enabling cheats. Added an optional bonus chest, now possible to trade with villagers, added emeralds as currency. You get enchantment orbs from other tasks, and enchantment level is now 30. Servers can automatically suggest and distribute texture packs. Added new world map elements. Does not need a new map, but they'll only appear in new areas. That is like the jungle temple and the pyramids and such, which you won't see any of here because, you know, awesome seed is awesome. Added cocoa beans. Yeah, I know, right? Added ender chest, tripwires, stairs and levers can be placed upside down. To demonstrate that, that's snow. Let's just build up here. And we will go into here. and we're gonna go for all of them, and we're going to get ourselves lever. There we go. And we're going to get ourselves some stairs, which happen to be here as well. And we can do this, and we can do this. Flicky lever. Awesome. And I believe the stairs can be placed in all different directions now. You know, like that, and then like that, and like that. So, yeah, pretty weird contraption I just made there, but it looks pretty epic. And that, I'm afraid, guys, is the end. And look what I have done to my lovely world, which wasn't actually that lovely, to be honest. But yeah, that's all of the changes from 12W30B all the way up to the pre-release of 1.3. I hope you guys enjoyed, and also one other thing to mention is Snooper. You probably saw it earlier. Snooper is a machine specs collector built in now, and what it does is it collects information to help improve Minecraft by knowing what we can support, where the biggest problems are with the games. Well, not with the games, just with the game. And all of the information is anonymous and viewable below. They promise, and this is Mojang, so they probably want a Mojang, they won't do anything bad with the data, but you can opt out if you want, and you just click that. But I don't mind having them check my data. Client brand, vanilla, see? And that, my good old friends, is just about it. So, I'll see you guys next time. Adios, amigos.